hello. How's everybody? What's going on? Quilt. I am trying to write a memo to me because I am very small of brain sometimes. Aw, actually no, Pat, it's actually tomorrow. You're ahead of the game. My birthday's tomorrow. Pop was on Wednesday and mine's on Monday. We are 5 days apart, but I am officially 360 days older than Pop. And he never lets me forget it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Munchkin even made me a cake. Let me go grab it. Since everybody's here, let me just go grab it. It's in the fridge. And he made it for me yesterday, and I promise not to cut into it. But let me tell you, when it's having my morning tea and nobody else is awake, I kind of really just want to cut in and have myself a little wedge, let me tell you. But I didn't. Let me go get it. He did a great job. Get it from the fridge. Oops, I'm banging stuff in the process. There we go. There is the, I think it's a French vanilla with chocolate icing, and Munchkin made it for me. Thank you very much. It is my birthday. I was born November 26, 1971. There we go. And my mom says it was a very, very, very cold day and she had to walk to the hospital, and my sister never wanted me there. She always said that I was causing Mom pain, so she didn't want me. I know it looks really good, doesn't it? I can't wait to tuck in. You have no idea how much reserve I have, you know, like restraint of tucking in. I said we'd save it all together. No, nobody's coming. No, it's just us three. Just Pop, Munchkin, and I. I'm just putting it back in the fridge. It's a beautiful day here. The chickens are out. It looks lovely out. Actually, I think 4. I got icing on my finger. Oh, imagine that. Oh, so sorry. Let's clean that up. Yeah. Oops, the finger went in the swapping. Exactly, in the frosting. That's the year you graduated from high school. Aw, see, we're really, it's a number. It really, trust me, I do not feel almost 47. I really don't. I feel like I'm about, I don't know, anywhere from 26 to 30. I look at Munchkin and go, how the heck do we have, you know, almost a 23-year-old? You know, he turns 23 in March, so. 77? What was 77 question mark? What was that? Pardon? Oh, no, I don't feel 77. Some days, maybe. After the whole back thing, yes, I felt very much 77. Thank you very much, everybody. I can't wait. I can't wait to read all your messages. And I'm the youngest in my family, too, so everybody else is a little bit before me. The sister just before me, she'll be, I think, 50 next. Yeah, she'll be 50 next year. So, and then I'm the last one. I'm the last one to creep up on that 50. Oh, well, yeah, you turned 50 in March in Kelly. That's awesome. Yeah, it's just a number. It's just a number. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I've already got the cake, trust me. And Pop got me a new mouse for my computer. I've had the old one for I don't know how long, Pop. You've probably gone through like 5 or 6 mouses before I've had to replace mine. So, and because I broke this hand once, I actually broken in several spots. And if I don't have the one that I can move with my thumb and I have to go this way, this actually hand falls asleep. I know it's weird, but it does. It goes like numb from about here down, and it's just like, it's like dead. It's like, it's useless. So to have the one that I can wheel around with the thumb makes it a whole lot easier. So it was kind of hard to find because they don't make them anymore. So we had to get a wireless one, which was kind of weird. So, but I'm okay with it. Hello, Carol. Smidge older than me. It's a good day. It's a beautiful day. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the happy birthday wishes. Okay, so some of you will see from the picture that we were using as the intro for the show that I have done some work already on the Cardinal and 4-patch. I still have yet to add the green borders that I have decided I would like to add. But Jo Marie, very kindly in the chat of last weekend, donated this beautiful fabric to go around. And because I could get 2.5, I counted. I dropped it. Oh, thank you, honey. Sorry. Because I could get 2.5 to go all the way around, I went with the 2.5. I just thought, you know, it just adds that little extra pop. There's only just a smidgy left over, like maybe 2 inches to 1 1/4. So I really like it. And I think it adds so much to this quilt. So thank you so much, Jo Marie. And then I did a very tiny white one, the textured white around there. I think that was only 1.5 when I did that one. I think, let's just double check that. Yeah, it was 1.5. And then I have I think a 3 here to finish it off with the green. And that should really bulk it out quite a big size. I like 3 colors for some particular reason. I like doing my borders in 3 colors. So, and that's how we're gonna finish this one off. Yay! So you hear from me that. And then, if you would like to partake in our next one, this is a free pattern from Bear Creek Quilting Company. It's called Graceful Cascade, but I really liked the way it looked. And I would like to do it in the Christmas colors. So I have these 3 colors here that I'm gonna mix as my white. It's the white square, so I'll show you there. Don't they? They're awesome. I've had so many compliments on that. Actually, I'll show it up to the small camera too, so you can really see it with my bucket of Christmas fabric array. There we go. So you can really, yeah, it's a free pattern from Bear Creek Quilt Company, and they have many. They have actually hundreds of free patterns for you to choose from. So I'm going to do that, but in Christmas colors. And then in the border, I'm going to leave available to, you know, some of these fabrics that have, you know, scrappy bits and they got little images. Oh, turn it right side around. That they'll have little images. Here, I'll put that there. I'll make that as put in part of the border, you know. Hello, Joan. Happy you're here. It's just a little late. It's not very much. We just started. I haven't caused that much trouble yet. I was just saying, Hank, thank you for all the happy birthday wishes because my birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, so, you know, that gives me an opportunity to use some of those fabrics around the outside. I'm trying to get 16 usable jelly roll stars, otherwise known as binding tool stars, from Jenny Jones blocks. The trickier than you would think. I think so too. Actually, I got one of those gifted, actually. It's, now that you mention it, I saw it earlier because I was looking for something else. And it's back here. I think it was Angie sent it to me. Is that the similar tool that you have? Because she sent that to me, and it's got little instructions on there. But I already knew. I knew how to do the binding thing a long time ago. But, you know, it's good. I love it. Why, thank you, Joan. I'm happy you're here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah. All right, so this is what we're going to finish up. We're going to put the green border on this beautiful Cardinal featured and then 4-patch. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, so we're going to pin up the green. I think I've already got it pre-cut. Did I pre-cut it? No, I don't think I did. I think I just made them. Oh, maybe 2 are. Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay, 2 are cut to size. And it should be pretty much square, and then the other two were not. Yeah, haha. See, I was part ahead of the game. Not completely, but just part. Hi, Sophie. You want to go say hi to everybody? This is my beautiful Sophie Lophie. We adopted her when she was 6 months old, and she'll be with us for almost 6 years coming up. Yes, she's adorable. She's part retriever, Roddy, and husky. Yeah, oh, sorry, German Shepherd. There we go. Yes, she's super sweet, and I just love her. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Yes, she's my good girl. Yes, aren't you Lopey Popey? I call her Lopey Popey a lot, and Popey. She answers to Popey. Oh, happy birthday, Judy. 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 Ooh, ooh. She is very cute. I love her. Love her so much. Okay, so let's put some of these fabrics back because I want to use that as, if you look at the pattern, if you go to look at it, and even, not if you even download it, but number 19 is those tiny little squares. And I thought if I could mix and match with the Christmassy fabric and that kind of tone with the cardinals and the little mouses and the little birds in the trees and stuff like that, and then keep the other fabrics as the red, the green, and the blue, I thought that would really make that quite beautiful. But, you know, we'll see how it turns out. She is sweet. I love my Lophie. Lophie McPofie. I call her that too. She must be done with the loving and she's going to go sit in her chair with Pop. Or behind Pop. Yes, check out the pattern. It's free, so give it a shot. I think I measured this way, but before I start pinning, I'd rather confirm. So that ends up being about 81 inches already. 81. Let's go the other side as well. Sorry, I bumped the mic. Thank you very much, Claire. That actually, this one over here in the far corner with the little houses, the little bird houses, and there's birds all around it, that was actually a birthday gift from my friend Janice last year. And I thought to myself, I really need to do something with that. I love it so much. I really want to do something with it. And when I was searching for patterns, the Bear Creek Quilt Company had, like I said, hundreds to choose from, and they have lots of panel ideas. They show you a panel, the fox. You've seen the fox. They've done the fox here. I didn't even know there was a raccoon. There's a raccoon. There's like a cougar, and of course the deer, the stag, and the bear, and so on and so forth. But they show you different ideas of how to, you know, block it out with a couple of different, just, you know, fun little blocks. So I thought, you know, that's a great idea to help you guys to, you know, if you don't know what to do with your panel, doesn't necessarily have to be the animals, but the blocks to go along with it, right? You know what I mean? Just give inspiration. So. And yeah, so I found a couple that I would really like to do between that one there and this beautiful snowman with the deer that was gifted to the quilt shop by a fan that didn't want to be known, but that's okay. We love it very, very much, and it's giving me inspiration to finish off those two. Yeah, so I'll be doing those. All right, I think that is, again, 81, so let's make sure one of these is the 81, and obviously it's not the other way. I love the snowman too. Isn't it beautiful? And the fact he's looking up to the sky and he's hugging the deer. It's so friendly and lovey-like. It's like this person totally knew me. They didn't want to be known. It was very secretive of the package, so I didn't want to talk too much about it because I didn't know if they wanted me to say anything about it because they seemed to be very secretive. So, all right, go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. This is the right size to go down the sides. So I just kind of, it was off to the side. It was actually pinned over to the bamboo curtain or blind that we have for the front door. That's actually our front door to our house. That's the one that faces Trafalgar Road. So, but we don't use it because our driveway's over there. Nobody uses it. I see y'all. Poppy's looking good. Yep. Loving his Christmas hat. I put some, you can't actually see the snowman bow, but there's actually a snowman blue bow all the way around the outside edge. There we go. Yeah, I love, it was a ribbon. and it's got a little wire ribbon on. And I love snowmen. Snowmen are my favorite. So, so I kind of, you know, mixed it all up. Hello, Anna. You're not late. It's okay. Well, you kind of are a little bit, but it's all right. We won't give you that much of a hard time. Da-da-da. Yes, it was Pop's birthday on Wednesday, and you know, I'm texting him actually the day before and asked him what he wanted for dinner, and then he said such and such, but I got it too late, so we ended up having, you know, almost not necessarily complete opposite, but you know, he wanted steak and sweet potatoes, and I had pork chops and fries, so it was close, but not perfect. And then on his birthday, we had steak and sweet potatoes. And then, of course, Munchkin made him the lemon meringue pie that you guys saw last weekend in the Mafia group, because I forgot to show you before the video, or before the shoot ended. Oh, it felt so silly. Talk about brain farted. And then I made him a brownie raspberry thingamabobber on the day of his birthday. And he had some chocolate ice cream and some cherry ice cream, so he could have whatever he liked. So it was a good birthday, I think, anyway. Hey, Pop, I'm watching you. It did look fantastic. It would tasted even better. And the fact I only had myself a little bit at the night of, I think, yeah, the Sunday night after dinner, gave Pop and I a big chunk. Actually, I wanted to tuck into it so bad, I gave him a piece before he even asked for it. I'm like, here's your dessert, and I'm having mine. It's kind of like I was telling him he was having dessert so I could have some. And then pretty much I left the rest up to him, for him to pretty much snack on, so. Aw, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate your happy birthday wishes. I really, really do. 47 tomorrow. 47 tomorrow. I'm sure my mother's like, what the heck? I have all these kids. And they're so old. Actually, I'm hoping one of my nieces will go and visit her and we can do a video chat. So I'm very excited for that. I will be waiting very patiently with my phone tomorrow, hoping to have a video chat with my mom. Only? Are you kidding? Have you seen all these? Hold on, let me get the small camera. No, I'm kidding. Go over here. No, actually, I started to go gray before I even met Pop, and he'll tell you that. I had auburn hair with little grays and whites, and even Munchkin. Munchkin's got gray hair. He's not even 23. I said, I'm sorry, buddy. I pass that on to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and thank you for all Pop's birthday wishes. I did tell him, I read off every single one, and he read he read actually all of them. And then I read them to him again, and he's like, I already read them. I'm like, I'm reading them out loud so they have more feeling. Hello, Marcy. Happy you're here. I'm just finishing up the Cardinal 4-patch. Sorry, oops, I think I had this wrong here. Cardinal 4-patch, well, Cardinal feature fabric, and I'm just putting the last border on. There we go. I think I had that in the wrong spot. It was not quite fitting as correctly as it should. So what I do is I go and I pin from the middle, and then pin the ends, and then just kind of work the fabric in between. Because sometimes you're going to get maybe a little shy on one side. You're only going to be 81.5, and the other side's 81, and the middle is 81. So what do? You go 81, and you just kind of make that other half just sort of fit, right? And that's what we do. We just make it fit. So we're trying to get more of a square quilt as we're building out with these borders, right? We want them to be not just sewn on and then chopped off, because that's where you end up some really wavy, wonky things. And it's just because it wasn't measured right. Okay. All right, so we got those two sides pinned, ready for sewing. All right, so let's do those two. Ow. You'll be listening, I hope so. What you working on the frame, Claire? Share with us. She's a beautiful quilter. Love the photo, put it on. What? Oh, what are you talking about? Did you show the one that was on the board that I showed you earlier? Is that what you did? Did you? Oh, you crazy man. Bring it to me, I'll share. Oh, awesome. Glad you're working on them. They look beautiful. Those beautiful girl quilts. Yeah, it's actually very jelly roll friendly, Mary. I'm glad you said that. The jelly roll part, because I meant to say it as well. It's 3 pages. It does show you how to do a mitered corner border, so that if you want to do that. I've done a video on it already. I kind of find it a bit of a fabric waster. But it's completely up to you. Okay, you know, if you find the fabric that you really want to do it with this whole lacy trim out thing like on this one, I'm sure it would rock it and suit it completely. This does make a 50 by 56, so of course you can always bulk it out to be bigger. That is completely up to you. I may do that. It says cut 94. And I may cut 100 just to make sure, you know, maybe I can do another 2 or 3 rows or something like that to bulk it out a little bit more this way. And then, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll work on that until the end of the year. My long arm is in op right now. Aw. That's sad. Yes, thank you for the birthday wishes. Icy Snow, Chicago. Yes, Pop was on Wednesday. We were wishing him a happy birthday on Wednesday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, actually we had some snowy weather. It was kind of unexpected. We got actually quite a bit, and then now it's warmed up. We had a bit of a deep freeze before the warm up, and now it's been raining and kind of slowly disappearing, but still kind of treacherous. We actually had dinner plans for last night, and we changed them because of the freezing rain warning. No, it was going to be freezing rain, and we were going to be traveling about an hour away from home on some back roads, and I don't know. I did not feel safe, so I called it. I said, you know what, we'll just do something else instead. Hello, Pommy Mommy. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all of our American friends. That was on Thursday for you guys. Thank you very much. That's lovely. I hope you guys always had a great time hanging out with family and enjoyed your turkey and ham and whatever other specialties you have going on. New Mexico. Hello, Jerry. Happy you're here. Oh, no, Carol. Oh, yeah, I know. That's sad. Hopefully you're getting it looked after. I've got a beautiful project coming up for Long Arm Wednesday. It's actually one of Jo Marie's projects. You've seen a couple of her finished projects. I've showed them off here. She said it was okay last weekend to show it. And it was the Cardinal and kind of a feature fabric, really, and then sashed around it. Stunningly beautiful, and it turned out amazing, absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. And then she brought me this red fabric as well for here. So for this project, so because she had something that would match. Oh, it was beautiful. It's such a beautiful match. I couldn't have asked for a better match. She clearly knew what was going to go. I knew she'd seen the fabric because I showed it to her before when we were talking about Christmas projects and stuff like that and what it had. And so I knew, when she said she had one to match, I knew she did. So I couldn't wait to see it, and boy, does it ever. That's why I was like, oh, what can I get out of this? I need to make it bigger than just the 1 inch we were talking about, or 1.5. And I thought, oh, it's just so pretty. I really would like it to be more of a standout feature. I'll make the white smaller if I can make that red a little bit bigger. So that's what I did. That's where my compromise was on that. So. Enormous amount of rain last night. Oy, oy, oy. Sometimes I just don't know because the ground can't deal with it, right? And then if there's leaves blocking the drains, it's such a deadly occurrence for anybody who lives in a downward, motion. And we're kind of in a gully, not necessarily a gully, but we're down towards the hill of the valley of, Hillsburg. Hillsburg is Hillsburg. It's called Hillsburg for a reason. I always worry that it's gonna, flood our, septic tank, or, where it's gonna flood our yard to the point where the septic lid is gonna be removed, and, that sort of thing. Good morning, Fiona McKay. Have you had your coffee for today? Sorry, I don't know why I had felt the need to sing that. I apologize. Nobody really wanted to hear that, but I'm happy you're here, Fiona. We have blizzard conditions here today. Oh, wow. We're pretty, it's beautiful today. No sun, but it's been mild, and it rained all last night and stuff like that. I got 2 French General jelly rolls, La Vive Rouge, so perfect timing. All right, Brenda, I can't wait to see what you're doing. I like the French General stuff that we have for our Patreon. I was actually working on some of the blocks to get ready for our next video shoot, because I want to put a couple rows together and see how it's going. So yeah, it was coffee in hand. I don't know, just a guess. It's either coffee or tea, and I'm a tea girl. So I am finishing off a little bit of orange juice here. Yeah, just putting the border, the last little bit on this Cardinal 4 patch. And I showed my birthday cake, that Munchkin. Pop and I have we call him Munchkin. He's our Munchkin. He'll always be our Munchkin. He made me my birthday cake, and it's in the fridge. I've showed it already. It's a French vanilla with chocolate icing, and he made it all by himself. Slight little guidance from Mom on the, making sure to spray and flour the pan, or you'll regret that afterwards when you're trying to get the cake out. So he listened to me, thank goodness, because the cake came out just fine. It looks beautiful. He did a great job. I'm very proud. I think that's probably about the 2nd or 3rd thing he's actually made, like to bake. Like he's a good fryer at high temperatures. Isn't he, Pop? Mach speed 101. Yeah, no, so he did good. He did good. I can't wait to tuck in after dinner. So I thought maybe I might actually tuck in on camera. We'll see. Cut my birthday cake. What you making, Kelly? That the water has boiled. Lucy B, just tuned in. Yes, you have. Hello, hello. Those are beautiful Christmas ornaments you were making. I actually wanted to do them as a video, but Pop said the video of it was already, he goes, well, is it a video that needs to be redone? Is it a poor quality? I went, no. I just wanted to do the video, so he said we couldn't. So, but I do really like those, and I will have to do some of them. Too bad we couldn't do a video on them. Thank you, Renee. Maltesers. Oh yeah, they've been available. Well, they should have been. Aren't those it's like the bubbly, and then it melts, and you got to chuck a coating on it, sort of thing. They're not my favorite, but I think I've had them. They can be very addicting. Oreos and an energy drink. Oh, you'll be bouncing off the walls, Hully. Ow, menthol gel in your eye? Thank you, Marcy. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Yeah, it should be a good day. Pop actually asked if I wanted him to take the day off. I'm like, well, I have to work, so I don't know if you're gonna want to take the day off. So how about the 30th, which is a PA day? So at least I have part off, and I can work a little bit in the shop. At least we can go out for lunch, and we can, you know, putter around and do stuff together or whatever. So, all right, so I think I got the two sides on, didn't I? Chocolate balls, the point is they're not too, yeah, it's kind of like really fluffy, not necessarily a nougat, I don't think, because it's kind of crunchy, isn't it? I'm so excited, just ordered myself for Christmas presents for me. Good. You need to sometimes buy presents for yourself. Wow, I can't wait for it to come too. You have to take pictures and share it with us on the Mafia group. You should do a little reveal. Robin did one too with one of her machines, and I love that. I thought it was fantastic. Showed all the tools you got with it and what you can do with it, the booklet, and, you know, all the different feats and stuff like that. It encourages you to think about all the stuff you've had with your own and didn't even think about using. All right, so here's my Christmas box. This is like Christmassy type fabric. Normally I put it in my fabric holder, but there was no way. There was no way that was ever going to hold in there. So, and this does have some panels. I've taken some of them out already. And then I've got little bits and bobs, and some I've done stockings, and, you know, some is just some plain fabric. I like to keep what I want to do with this pattern more to the line of where it has pink, green, and brown. I like to have it as red, green, and blue. So that sort of thing. So I'm going to have to kind of sort that out maybe a little bit. Yeah, show us your sewing machine. Exactly, Helly. We would love to see that. All right, so I'm going to put that there while I press this a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Oh my gosh, those three look beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Jo Marie. Oh, just enough to help break out those bits. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Love it, 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 love it. Mm-hmm. Very much. Can't wait to quilt this up. Do something special in the borders. Then maybe just an edge to edge. Maybe that's like a nice snowflake or something like that. You know what I mean? What do you think of that? Nice snowflake pattern. Got a couple. Actually, I got one that you're going to see on Wednesday. I'm going to be working on Jo Marie's quilt, one of her quilts. Actually, it's her Cathedral Steps quilt, and it is beautiful. It's very jelly roll friendly as well, because they're all 2.5. The pieces and stuff like that. So if you had a nice jelly roll kit that you didn't know quite what to do with, you know, you grab a nice white or a cream or something like that to complement it, and off you go. You start building some courthouse steps. Mm-hmm. The machine, yeah, mine's Nomi. This guy is Nomi, and my long arm is Walt. He's a Statler Stitcher, 30-inch head. Yeah, I call him Walt. Well, I call it Walt. Actually, its real name is Waltacina, but nobody liked it, so I call Walt instead. So, you know, it takes on this masculine name instead of the Waltacina name it really is. But nonetheless, I won't whine. All right, did I press both sides? Yes, I did. Okay, all right, so now we need to take our 2 green edges that we just added on, find our halfway point, put it up against our measuring board, and figure out what that is and what it says. And it says to me it would be 87, almost 88. So, okay, so let's go that in the middle and take a measurement. Okay, right in the middle, best we can. That's on the edge there, and that looks like more on the 87.5 side. Okay, And then the other side, line that up. And also looks like 87 there. So I think we're going to cut, since we have 87, 88, and 87 and a half, I think we're going to go 87 and go from there. That's what we're going to cut the X ones at, okay? And we'll sew them onto those. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I have to dig out the green piece that's in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay. Bernie. I made quite a few stockings last year, and of course I embroidered the names for them as well, made cuffs and stuff. So that was fun. Actually, I didn't mind that at all. I'm moving that a little bit that way, just so I can get the full use of my ruler back here, or my board. Oh, just got to trim that off just a smidge, and we're fitting. Woohoo! Just by the hair of my chin, chin, chin. Awesome. Just the salvage is getting trimmed off. Let's make sure of that one too. Make sure. She's doing okay. I'm disappointed because we missed a call from her on Wednesday when she wanted my sister, my middle sister Elizabeth, went to go visit after work, and my mom wanted to sing happy birthday to Pop, and I was very disappointed I missed it. So I'm hoping that one of my nieces gets to call tomorrow, or she will call, find a way to call, and we get to chat then for my birthday. So, but other than that, I think she was doing okay. She's getting weaker. She's weaker every day, which is sad. So, all right, now find our middle spot, and then of course our middle spot of our border here. There we go, and then we'll just pin that and make it fit each side. Okay. Stand-in pin makes it a little bit easier. If you feel the stocking with breakfast snacks and quiet toys, yeah, exactly. I remember doing that. We always got oranges, and of course, Munchkin likes his pistachio nuts, so we made sure there was always a bag of those. But those are not quiet. In no way, shape, or form are pistachio nuts quiet. Oh, we always get an advent calendar. It's usually the Lindt chocolate one, so I'd like to make one. I think that's what's going to be next weekend's project, is we're going to build an advent calendar. Because I think a nice homemade one, be able to fill it up with the chocolates instead of just, I think us having to fight for the chocolate is more entertaining than each us having one. Well, we got real oranges, and what else? It was usually the mandarin or the clementine oranges, depending on whatever was more in season. What else do we usually got? The Lifesaver booklet, the Christmas booklet with all the flavors of the Lifesavers, or is that a Canadian thing? What else do we usually get? Usually our favorite chocolate bar, but it was big. So, mine was always a dairy milk or a milk chocolate bar, that sort of thing, because I can't have nuts. So that, just a plain chocolate was fine by me. Those are always my favorite. I think my sister's was like Toblerone. So she'd always get like a big Toblerone stick, and I'd get a big, dairy milk bar. And, there's always a stuffed toy, and usually a piece of jewelry and some socks and, candy canes. Rom, now we're talking. Oh, I'm moving in. Where are we going? Go going to Callie's house. Rob? I've been doing it wrong. Too funny. I'm trying to think of what else we used to have. There was always a stuffed animal. There was always a stuffed animal from Santa. And usually jammies, if we didn't get those the night, we weren't allowed to open those the night before. That was Christmas Eve. That was Christmas Eve. Usually gift, we'd get jammies. I'm trying to think of what other ones we used to. Gayla Roof, welcome to the show. Happy you're here. Need some more pins. Hello, Vanessa. Happy you're here too. 122 of us hanging out today so far. Oh yeah, the fruit, yes, pastels. I remember those. I actually remember, getting some of those when we lived in the UK. They were actually one of my favorites because they have that little sugary coating on the little jelly fruits. Yum, yum, yum. Let's talk about the wall behind me. All right, let's talk about the wall behind me. What would you like to talk about? What would you like to talk about, Brenda? What is on your inquiring minds today? Da, 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 da. The gnomes. Oh, those are Helly's. Okay, done. The gnomes. She sent me this as a Christmas gift. Helly's been a fan of our channel, I think, from the day one we started. I'm not sure. But she sent me this as one of her projects. Isn't this beautiful? Happy to show it. Happy, happy, happy to show it. And they're like, there's little snowballs. These are like a thing of little snowballs here, and there's snow here, and then the tree, and they're beautiful tall hats, and this gorgeous gray fabric. Actually, I'll put it in the small camera too. Don't they? They're adorable. Absolutely love it. And it's actually going to be Long Arm Wednesday after next. I forgot that we had something else already planned, so I had to move this off a week. So, all right. And then the birdhouse over there is a panel that was gifted to me as a birthday present last year from my friend Janice. Okay. And it's got like a bunch of birdhouses and a female Cardinal, and then a bunch of other birdhouses on the top and the bottom, and it's got the winter bird, the Cardinal, and the blue jay and stuff like that. It's quite stunning. Okay, so anything else? The snowman. The snowman's lovely too. It's one of my favorites. That was gifted to the quilt shop by an anonymous mailer or fan. I love it, Helly. I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait to quilt it up. I'm going to quilt up a couple other Christmas projects at the same time. Thank you very much. Very generous of you to take the time to make that and mail it. It was lovely. Oh, made fudge. Actually, Pop and I used to make fudge earlier on. When Munchkin was little, we used to make homemade fudge and give it to all the neighbors. We used to make mint and dark chocolate and milk chocolate, and then there was some that he would add would be the walnuts and stuff like that. So the nuts were just December. What are we talking about? I don't get that. That's good, Mary. Keeps you out of trouble. Or gets you into trouble. Depends on what you're looking for. All right, so let's going to add this last green here to finish off this quilt. Let me tuck my mess back in here. And then we'll pull some of these fabrics out to kind of deal with. I have black. I have this gorgeous little Santa. So I may want to end up with the fourth category instead of just red and blue and green. And we want to add black because there's lots of beautiful blacks in here. I even have the Cardinal fabric like this one here, but it's in black. It's, you know how it's so green prominent here? It's actually black in the other one, so I'll show you. You'll see. With a spoon. Actually, I made some recently and we had to eat it with a spoon too, didn't we, Bob? We had a big spoon bowl and walk away. Oh yeah, it'd still be yummy. I wouldn't be turning that away. Silver snowflakes, that sounds pretty. Can't you sew a wall hanging with the black fabric? Oh, you mean this one, you mean? Or what do you mean? What do you mean by, I'm confused. Fill me in, Anna, fill me in. I'm easily confused. Oh, you mean make something else besides the quilt? I guess I could. We'd have enough time. If, if we only spent 3 weeks on this, we'd have enough time to do a couple of wall hangings or something like that. I saw a pink one in someone's window. A pink one. I don't know about that. Just saying. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. This will finish off this project. So I put a 2.5, a 1.5, and then a 3. That's, oops, my borders. Don't step on that pin. You will seriously regret it. But you didn't have to. I mean, this ended up being what, 75 by 75 in the end sort of thing? Because it was 10 by 10, right? 10 blocks by 10. We had 5 of the Cardinals and 5 of the 4 patches and 10 rows of it, and that made us our 10 by 10, so 100 squares. And then the little border, a couple little borders, and it didn't take too much. Oh, how'd that get in there? And then Jo Marie said she had 22 inches, and it was about 22 inches that she had for the red border part here, and I got to do a 2.5 in that all the way around. So I thought that I felt very lucky because I kind of made it just stand out a little bit more. I really liked it so much. I just wanted to optimize it as much as possible. So, and then with a little bit of white, I think it makes it better. Yeah, Elma, you're just in time. It's all good. Hello, Curly. Now it's still. Oh, what's going on? Christmas spirit. I would hope so. I hope there's always Christmas spirit all year long. Hope you share the spirit in a song. Hello, Sassalette. Good morning, good morning. Your mom gave you a note. I can't read it, so I don't believe it. Does it say you were late because you were out buying Mom a birthday gift? No, kidding. I'm just joking. It's in the email, exactly. That's what I thought. All right, you got one more border to stitch on here. Might have slept in. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't hitting the mall. I am not a mall shopper, and I cannot imagine going near a mall at this time, anywhere between now until after Christmas. It just seems insane. Like there's got to be some darn good bribery going on in there before I go. You've been sewing Bonnie Hunter's Mystery. The pieces are tiny. I'm not sure I'll manage much more than this. Oh yeah, I heard they are really tiny, and actually I just finished one up. I wish I could have shown you guys, but it, you know, it just the way the timing worked on it. It was very, actually I posted to Instagram. It's very colorful. I believe that's also one of the Bonnie Hunter's ones, and they were tiny pieces on there, tiny pieces. I would love to see the progress. Would love to see the progress. Actually, I'll show you guys Mary's quilt after I get this border showing on. And it probably is a Bonnie Hunter mystery quilt. And I love her use of fabrics. I love the way she used the colors. It mesmerizes me, and I look at it and go, there's no way I can do something like that. It's just so much, I don't know. But I know I can. You just, like she said, you just take it one step at a time and break it down, and you know, but you know, I have a problem when the pattern says do 9 blocks of such and such. I'm like, oh my gosh, 9 blocks? What? So doing like 350, I can't imagine. Or such. Yes, join us in Mafia. Join us in the Patreon. Join us, join us, join us. Just enough crazy to keep everybody else awake. Come join us. Come join us. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, I look at it and go, 256? I don't know. Start talking double digits, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here, tapping out. It's not so bad. I know. I exaggerate. Me? Nah. All right, there we go. Okay, hold on. Let me move the bucket down so you can see this beauty. Okay. Move that off to the side. Okay, let's give this a little press. Oh, I love how the green just helps just finish it off. So lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oops. Laurelyn's chaos in the quilt shop again. What else is new? Would be the news flash. Oh, doesn't that look nice? That looks beautiful. I really like how that come together there. It's beautiful. Very pleased. Even with some of the piece blocks, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to really see it in the overall, you know, the overall picture. So I guess in the end, it's just, what, about 88 by 88-ish, you know, close enough. All right, so I'm iron this side, and then I will show everybody what we've been working on for the last 3 weeks. It's very pretty. It's simple, but very, very pretty. You know, it doesn't always have to be complex. And I think that's what I've started to learn throughout this whole year of working on scrappies and, you know, picking patterns. And it doesn't always have to be something that's so complex, so paper pieced, or so, you know, insanely, you know, out of this world sort of thing. Just something as beautiful as a feature fabric and a 4-patch. And, you know, you end up with something quite nice. Did I get that the right way? I did. Okay. There. Does that look pretty? Oh, very nice. Oh, what burn? What's going on? You talking about on the fabric? Just enough. I think it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Looks quite nice, especially with all the, you know, just enough of that white, because the white is very prominent in the fore patch. And then just that pop of red, making those cardinals pop out, and then a little green to finish it off. Very nice. Love it. You have to wait to see it on a long arm Wednesday. All right. Beautiful. Very, very pleased. It should be squarish. We'll say squarish because, you know, that's about the best that I could do. Ish. Yeah, I'd say we're about 87 to 88. That's a great size. That's queen size, isn't it? That's a queen size quilt. Be nice to hang up here in the shop. Right now I have the world quilt. You guys, the world quilt is hanging up. Not finished yet, but I have bordered it up. We were one block short, so I did something up on the embroidery machine and filled in the other block, and I bordered it up with gray on two sides and black on two sides. So, and it looks really lovely. And if anybody else like to help contribute to the second one, feel free. The world quilt is just a 9.5 by 9.5 block that you would like to donate to the quilt shop of something that represents you or what you love or where you're from. And, you know, I made the joke before, you know, if you're from Arizona and you just send me a tan block and say Arizona, I completely understand. So, you know. It is beautiful, isn't it? I'm loving it. I'm quite loving it. Question is, what to put as the backing? Because I have a few choices in the shop here. I think I'll let Pop choose because they're pretty much picking on all of them. You know, he really liked what I chose for the Rainbow Connection collection quilt because it's been loved all week since Wednesday. It's been hung out and cuddled with, and he got up early because he couldn't sleep and was reading, and he was snuggled up with it, and he says that's very comfortable. I'm like, awesome. That makes me very happy. Hello, Lois. What'd you buy? Okay, we good? We all good? Sound is good? All good. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Lois. Okay, so yeah, that worked out very beautiful. These, okay, we'll go over the pattern just one more time. So if anybody wanted to write this down, thank you, everybody. Appreciate that. Sorry the batteries died on the main camera. I did check the one on my pack earlier, so I forgot to check those. My bad. I really like this feature fabric of the Cardinal. So I cut them at 8-inch squares. I could have cut 8.5. I didn't. I cut 8. So for these ones here, it needed to be 2 3/4, right? No, it was 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 4 1/4 strips. So the 2 strips together, and then cut them again at 4 1/4 to make your 8-inch square in the center. Okay, so I put 8, 8, 8, and 8. And because I didn't have enough of the white solid or the white textured, I mixed them. So every opposite one is the opposite fabric, but the green is the same, and same with the Cardinal. So I did 10 inches or 10 blocks by 10 blocks, of course, alternating the pattern as I went, and it's very directional. So that's why I wanted to make sure I was doing the feature fabric, making sure the Cardinals were all the same way. When we went last weekend is to finish it off. I didn't think about a red border. I don't know why, but Jo Marie graciously donated this beautiful, stunning, matchy, unbelievably matchy fabric, and it looks absolutely lovely. And then this one I cut here at 2.5, and this one right here I cut at 1.5, and this right here I cut at 3. So that builds out our nice big chunky border. When you think about it, it adds another 6 inches to your project on both sides. So it's a foot this way and a foot this way, okay? So that was the pattern for this. And I just made it up as I went because that's what I wanted to do. Yes, prayers. Yes, 9 and a 9.5. I could probably bring it down and show you guys. Hold on, let me just, maybe Pop can hold the other side for a moment, and you can see, you won't be able to see everybody's square because it's big. Oh, hold on, I gotta get on the step stool. Cause I wrapped it. Oi. Okay, and this one, can I tug on that one? Yeah, okay. And this, I have no idea what it measures because I did not measure it. You want it here, you want it that side. Okay, So we'll just do the top part first and then we'll go to the bottom. Hold on, let me move over here. Okay. Pardon? Oh, there is a pin in the middle. I was wondering why it wasn't coming out, sorry. Oh, hold on. Oh, right there. Sorry. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here's our world quilt so far. Hold on, we'll pull it out. And then, of course, there's more people near where Pop is. Hold on, I'll have to move everything so you can see it. Okay, and then we'll go to the bottom half. Yeah, let's go about halfway, honey, and then up so everybody can see this block below. There we go. Okay, and then there's the other half. And sorry if yours is not getting on the camera. I apologize. It's kind of hard to. Everybody will see it. You'll see it when it's on a Long Arm Wednesday. Okay. Show your oh, that's mine down there. I just put it as a gray square and then stitched out a spool because by the thread holds us all together. Okay, and that's us from the quilt shop. I put that in the very lower corner. Okay. It's beautiful. I love it, and I can't wait to quilt it up. Thanks, honey.
Get back to work.
Okay, thanks. Cracking the whip, baby. It's beautiful. I love it too. I love it too, and thank you to everybody. Everybody who's contributed. Big hugs. Couldn't have done it without you. Couldn't have done it without you. All right, so now we finished the one project. Now I got to make a mess and do another project. I'll move this camera over, and hopefully I haven't buggered that up too much. Put that there. Okay, so what I wanted to do, aw, thanks. Well, I'm like, what can I put here? I don't want to put just Mom and Pop Quilt Shop because it seems a little weird. So I thought, do this big thread with funky colors stitch out, a big spool. And I'm like, that's all the threads that bind us as a hobby and the people that have the same passion. So, you know. Oh, well, bye, Wanda. Take care. Watch the video later. All right. So, yeah, I really like that one. So, okay. So, what I like about these guys was these colors here. And I like to mix and match them because I want some sort of texture to be with those white squares. I want something a little bit different because, you know, I'm me. And I like these three fabrics. So, if I figured if I took about 30 or 40 2.5s by 2.5s from each one, you know. So I think if we do 40, that should be enough. Should be okay. This one's got little red bird, a little brown bird, and a little tan bird. Though it's got little like new growth on the trees, but I still like it. I don't think it matters. And of course, when we're going to sew this together, this is very directional. So I want to make sure that all those birds are going to be the right way. Oh, really? Hey, buddy, come here. They haven't seen you in forever. Come here. Come here. Come here, buddy. Hi, what's your doings? What's hi to the babes? Hey, babes. Hey, babes. There we go. Mr. Magoo. Mr. Clive Magoo. Get your power going. This is Mr. Clive Magoo. He's approximately 14 years age, and we adopted him 9 years ago. So he was about 5 when we adopted. 4 or 5, we're not sure. He is a handsome boy. See, he's got his paw on me. He's like, oh, more loving, mama. Oh, more lovins. Surprised Sophie's not out here getting jealous. He's a good cat. I know the strike is actually it's disrupting a lot, Grace. I'm glad to see you here. Oh, you missed seeing the completed quilt? I'll show you, Grace. I'll show you. Oh. Oh. He is a cute kitty cat. Your little motor's going, aren't you, buddy? And Omni says hi, Clive. That's a very cute kitty cat, right? You good? Now you got fur everywhere. And now I'm probably going to sneeze and cough and fluff and stuff. You good? Okay, all right, there we go. There you go, Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo. Okay, finished quilt. Ended up being almost 88 by 88, Grace. And this is what it pretty much ended up looking like. Well, it's a quarter of it anyways, okay? It looks pretty. I love it. It is pretty. It turned out really well. The red totally makes it. Love it. It turned out beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very, very happy with it. All right, so for the next pattern we're doing, it's free. It's free from Bear Creek Quilting Company. It's called Graceful Cascade, the one I'm doing. Of course, I'm doing it in Christmas colors. And I'm going to do something a little bit different around the border. I can't have bunnies. I can't have bunnies, guinea pigs, or hamsters. I'm allergic. Well, more the guinea pigs and the bunnies, though. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. And so we're going to cut some of those fabrics for this right now, for our next project. Okay? And then we'll pretty much sew some next week. Okay. So I want to cut about 40. It says 94 for the 50 by 56, but I think I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to cut 40 of each of my 3 fabrics. It just says, cut 94 of one, but because I'm choosing to use 3 different fabrics for my squares, I'm going to cut about 40 of each. make this bit bigger. I got the scraps. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Go big or go home, man. I say go big or go home. What, you talking now? Yeah, I'd like to mail off some stuff, and I can't mail anything, you know. I've been trying to get a package down to Rochester for, you know, weeks now, but can't seem to get it there. I put in a new needle in my machine, and I oiled it, and I put a new blade on my my cutter. So all is well in the world today. Oh, go get ready for church, Pat. Thank you very much for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the birthday wish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to do something. Oh, yeah, that would be lovely, Rowena. I can't wait to see that. Okay, so for these, it gives you pattern choices. So if you really wanted to break this down into patterns and how many strips and so on and so forth, you know, it gives you all the opportunity right there to do it. I'm going to kind of break mine down into greens, reds, blues, maybe blacks. I haven't quite decided yet because I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I could add another color in there. It doesn't really matter. This one actually has pinks, greens, browns, and tansy sort of things. So, you know, working from there. And they're all 2.5 by such and such. So the small squares here are 2.5 by 2.5. Most of the fabric cut pieces are 2.5 by 6.5 and 2.5 by 4.5. So those are the two other cuts for these pieces of fabric. So very jelly roll friendly. So you know you can bust out your scraps, man. I'm somewhat introverted, so I tend to go home. Oh, go home from where? Okay, so cut some 2.5s here. And I said I want about 40 from each set of fabric, because these are little tiny birds. This one's little mouses or mises with hats and candles and jammies on. And the other one is white and red cardinals. So, and then we're gonna mix them. I wanna mix them. Because I can. All right, see if 3 rows will do that. Because that'll give me this here. And I actually show, did you guys see the fabric in the small camera there of what these little birdies look like? There we go. Maybe that helps. I'm not sure if it does. That's cute. And then when I'm laying this out, I'm going to make sure that these are all upright, these guys here. And I think the Mises are everywhere, but the Cardinals are also directional. So I'll have to make sure I'm just paying attention to that as I'm going along. Okay, so that is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and 42. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. We'll do 42 from each set. Okay, beautiful. That's one. And I can go into bucket. Don't into bucket. All right, let's. Now these, I think Pat was making some yo-yos out of this. So I'll have to make sure to give them a little iron and then cut the strips that I want out of it. I love Pop's beard. He looks very handsome. Yes, Pop's birthday was on Wednesday. Mine is tomorrow. And I am 365 days older than Pop. So we share the same number for only 5 days. And it's like passing the baton. And then I get a little bit older. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that one. That's beautiful. The Christmas trees, it's actually one of my favorites. It's a little time consuming. We did it as a live stream last year, so check it out if you're interested in watching the video and the free pattern that comes with it. Go right ahead. Please do. And it's a cute little Mises. Cute little Mises and Mices and Moes. Thank you, Amy, very much. I think Papa had a good day. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you to everybody for your happy birthday wish. Okay, so we got 6, 12, 18, 24, 1, 2, 24, 30, 36, 42. Okay, there's those ones. Okay, and a bucket. Just get a tucket, they go in the bucket. Oh, we haven't. Actually, you know what? I took salmon fillets out, but I don't know if I want those. So we may be going somewhere else. I don't know yet. Or maybe ordering, and Munchkin goes to pick up. I haven't quite decided yet. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, thank you. What's everybody else having for dinner? Pops, I think I'd say majority of our relationship he's had a beard off and on, you know. Sometimes it's been a goatee, sometimes it's been just whatever the bottom is. I don't know, whatever the bottom one is. I thought the goatee was a mustache as well, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, leftovers. We had leftovers for lunch. Chips and dip. Oh, Mom, I'm going to Grace's house. Just your Oreos. Well, you've had dinner already, haven't you, Helly? So it's almost like snack time. Oreos, good idea, exactly. Turkey, mashed potatoes, and corn custard. Ooh, yummy. Pot pie. Turkey gravy on toast. Oh, that sounds good. I'm all over that. Sign me up, Batman. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I kind of wanted it when I took it out, but now I'm like, I don't really want that now. Well, you know either? You don't want it either, Mr. Grive? Hey? What you doing, buddy? Didn't get enough time? You've been missing out on the peeps? I bet not. Bye, Kelly. Wherever she went. Wherever she went. Good luck. All right, now got the last of these. Instant Pot cube steak and English peas. Ooh, redneckville. In redneck. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to step on you. Not that I really stepped on you, but. All right, so 6, 12, 18, 24. Hut, hut. 6 and 42. Okay, now I got all those cut. Now it's pick out the reds, greens, blues, and possibly blacks. So let's make some. Here would be a green. We got some pieces of those. That's leftover stocking. You can tell there's stocking cut out of that one. And I got beautiful Santa. Got some beautiful Santa fabric. There we go. Chili, it depends. A lot of people put bell peppers in theirs, and I don't like that. So, well, not that I don't like it. It doesn't like me. So, it's a totally different story. But when you question somebody about the meal they made for the potluck, it makes you feel like you're accusatory. You know, what'd you put in there? You know, sort of thing. That's not quite how I want to come across. Okay, here's some reds. Of course, we've seen these beautiful ones, and then we've seen the gingerbread man. Okay, what else is in the bucket? There's a couple more of the blue side there. And we got lots of. I don't think maybe it could go with the green. Maybe a little bit more of the black, scrappy blacks. That be on the green, maybe not. Put that off to the side. So here's the Cardinal. That was of the more of the black and gray fabric instead of the green. So that could go with the black gray section. Okay. Let's see what else we got in our bucket. Just get a tucky. What do we got in our bucket? I kind of like, well, that would be for the black part too. Got some crazy deers and what did I make out of this? I'm confused now. Something big and circular. I don't remember. Okay, we'll go with the green pile. But I know the Cardinal fabric's beautiful, isn't it? It very much is. Oh, here's some more reindeers. And then this could be there. Doobie 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 doo. That'd be cute with the puppies. The puppies in stockings. Puppies in stockings. It's kind of cute. No, honestly, you can ask Pop. My face turns red. My throat closes up. It's not a pretty sight. You know, trust me, I would rather not have to deal with the BS that goes with it. I really would. It's very tedious. It's like, you know. There's some more blues. I just need a few strips of each, right? You know, because it's just, it tells you, you know, you want to mix your, you know, your blues in a row and your greens in a row and your reds in a row and stuff like that. Here's some more for the black. I think I have enough to do a black as well. I think that just might happen. I think it just might happen. I think it's gonna happen. Isn't that cute? It's not a bunch of birdhouses. It's all a Twitter going on. Yes, it'll be scrappy, very much, Lois. I'm trying to pull up everything that I knew the last one was going to be. This one was kind of focused because I only had a couple of fabrics that I really wanted to work with, and go from there. But some of this stuff I can't really use because it's got big squares, right? You remember this from last year's Christmas project? So I want to keep those and save them for the border, right? You know, I want to keep them and put them up like that. Oh, and here's one. Oh, there's one of the panels. I did one of these as the attic window, and then this one I left whole. So it's wrinkly as heck, but. Hello, Cherie. Happy you're here. Good morning to you. Hope you got yourself a cup of coffee. Oh, here's some more. There's some more greens. Reindeers on them. And then, of course, this. I've been wanting to use the snowmans forever since we started. All right, what else is in this box of goodies? Some I don't have a lot of. Like, it's just, you know, smidgy, smidge, right? So, I just work with it. Gotta work it. Gotta work it, girl. Cute little prezzies. Beautiful prezzies. Kettle's boiling. All right, you go, girl. I'm a tea girl myself. I'm a tea girl myself. I love me a cup of tea. One for you and one for me. Oh, and here's some other fabric. I don't even know where I got this, but it actually has a bit of the Christmas poem in here. Silent Night, a little town of Bethlehem, and in a manger. And as much as I wish I could read the writing, I don't really want to chop that up. So I'd like to leave that as part of a wall hanging for something else. Mm-hmm. It was yours too, Cherie, on there? Yeah, very nice. Okay, well, bye, Crankum and Fishin'. So later. We don't need you here. Okay, oh, need some more of the blue. That would be there. What else we got? What else we got? There's some of this. It's kind of some dark. It's got black background with a couple of cardinals in there and some pine cones. Not too much. Just enough. Maybe to do a block or two out of it. We need 2.5 by 4.5 and 2.5 by 6. Most of them are 2.5 by 6. It's the 2.5, the 4.5 that when you get to the other edges, the outside edges, that you have to use those up. So, oh. There we go. That's a pretty green. It's got little, I don't know, snowflakes, stars on it. I'll put it actually to the small camera so I can give it a little iron. You can see it. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty green. We'll put that in our green pile for sure. All right, what else is in this bucket? What's in this bag of tricks? Oh, what's it? Oh, apparently that was a sock I made. I don't remember. Glad you're here, Allison. Hello. We're working on Christmas stoof. Christmas stoof. Working on Christmas. And all the stoof that goes with it. Alright, what else is there? They go with the red? I could use those. I could use the snowmans there. Alrighty, McFriday. I think we got some there. I think that's good. Oh, more greens. Maybe a little bit. Another little tiny bit of green cardinal. And some more presents up here. Yeah, I pulled out a couple of panels earlier, just so they wouldn't get mixed up, because I didn't want to cut up any panels. All right, well, let's keep me out of trouble for a little bit. One would think, but then again, you know me. Does that go on the green side? No, mine is not more important. Don't even go there, homie. You see gold? I'll put it in a small camera. It's kind of hoping to put it in the green pile, but maybe not. If you guys think not, maybe I won't. Oh. Okay, I don't want to use these because I could use that for another project, but reads green. Oh wait. All right, so for some of my pieces here, it says fabric 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. I don't think I have that many, but I don't think it really matters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll have 5 of the reds. So 2.5 by 6.5 and 2.5 by 4 and 1 2.5 inch square. Okay. Oh, because it goes to the top as you're going along. Okay. All right. Well, bibbidi bobbidi boop. Bob's your uncle. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, let's cut some pieces. Let's cut some pieces. We can do it. Yeah, this will be like this will also be kind of somewhat of a directional quilt, I think. the way that they're gonna lay out. Aloha, Serena. I bet you it's beautiful there. Trade you for some snow. I see me being a surfer in another life. You know, a life that I have balance. Clive. Let's see where we go with this one. Sorry, I got a tickle. You have no snow there? We got some here. It's going though, but we've had rain, and it's disappeared. So, but we did have quite a bit. We had probably just almost a foot. That was enough. That was enough, let me tell you. Okay, so we need 6.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the half. And 3, 4.5. Okay. You can make it bigger. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 18 rows. You're right. I'm going to make my bigger. You can make yours whatever you like. My fabric 1, I'm using as these cute and adorable little snowmans here. And that's what I'm going to cut the 5 and probably maybe actually should cut 6 because I'm missing a fabric, so I can always balance it out. So I should probably cut 6 and 6 and 6 sort of thing. And we will do the 2.5 by 6.5. We'll get 1 row sewn together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. We'll give myself an extra couple of 4.5s as well. Okay, so we'll put that one in the bucket. Tisket a tucket, it's always in the bucket. Okay, and this cute, it's got Santa Claus and angels and trees and half moon Santas and stuff. Here, we'll put that in the bucket. That's going to the green. I have lots of green, so I'll have to whittle that down. But this is pretty. That'll go in the red section. There's that's pretty. I likes that. Whoa, happy birthday to your grandson, Vicky. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to him. Hope you had an amazing day. Do. Okay. So you see how this fabric is directional, okay? Now, if I were to cut it this way, that means my strips are going to be this way. That's not quite what I'm looking for. That's why when I cut the snowmans, they are this way. They're coming straight down in the face. So if I want to make sure I'm trying to think of this as a directional way, I need to fold it this way and cut my strips coming down this way, so I'm making them nice and directional in that order, okay? So these are always things to think about. Perfect Waves example was yesterday's weekend project with the directional on-point fabric. You know, it's all in how you think about it, and this is just what kind of steps it up a notch. When people go to look at it, everything's in the right way. You know what I mean? I just want to cut a couple of strips to 2.5 and then make sure I'm making up the pretty much 6 or 7 I'm going to need. So, and then a couple of 2 inches, or sorry, two by 4. Oh, I know what I missed off of that one. Was the 2-inch squares, 2 by 2 squares. Let's grab a couple of those. I knew I was missing something. I knew I was missing something. All right. So let's just put those in this little pile. And then these guys right here. Oh yeah, the link. There you go. Perfect. Thank you, Bear Creek. Thank you, Pop. Free pattern. It's super sweet. Super adorable. From Bear Creek. But I'm using Christmas fabrics. Okay? Like reds and greens and blues and possibly blacks, black gray, that sort of thing. Who's working too fast? Oh, thanks, Brenda. Thanks. Wow. Thank you. Much greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. And then I want some, that's only 3 of those, so that's 4 of those. Okay, let's grab another 2. Do another 6.5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. There we go. Let's get some 4.5s going on here. 2, there. And then a couple of the 2.5s by 2.5s. Okay. I'd rather have too much than too little. Okay. Getting this stuff done. All right, so now we got a couple of reds. I know I'm going to use those. So let's grab a couple of the greens I want to use. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, maybe 5 to 6. That is green, so let's be 1. I'm not going to get much out of those guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. Possibly 6. Does that read green, or is it too much white in that? And those little cute little dogs and stockings. I think it reads green to me, but does it read too much green and white? I always use the markings on my mat. Always. Yeah? Okay, I'll cut it up then. I'll chop her up. And again, this is directional. So what I want to cut is making sure that those doggies are going up and down. Okay. Snibbity bobbity boo. Well, I don't know. I've had some good success with the, using the numbers on my board, so I'm not too worried about it. I would say it was okay. I mean, trust me, I've done like 16 quilts almost, 15, 16 quilts this year. This will be the 16th one we're working on right now. And I think they've turned out okay. Nothing too many issues, I wouldn't think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 4s. And then a couple. Come here, yous. 2.5ers. If there was one in there. Nope. That's okay. And of course, more for the scrappy paella. Okay, so that was just 6s and 4s. Okay, so that's done. Let's grab some mooses here. I just want to at least sew a row or two together so we can see how this new project's going to come around. Okay. Okay, give us a little press and love here first because it's a little winkled. And this has got Canadian squirrels, moose, beaver. I think that's all that's on here. Okay, these are all over the place, so I don't really have to be too concerned about what the skibby-jibby is going on with it. Okay, so I could try and get a 2.5 strip out of this, maybe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe, baby. Come here, you. Okay, now let's see what we can do. So if that's 4, and we only need 6, okay. This and then 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a halves. Okay. That's part of our green pile. Got our red pile. And I think, well, we'll keep those together. All right, let's get a blue. And let's use the snowmans. Let's do the snowmanies. See what we can get out of these guys. It's non-directional. Okay. Cute snowmans. Hello, Nadine. Happy you're here. It's a very special day. We're finishing one project and starting another. I think it turned out really nice, the Cardinal and 4-patch. I thought that turned out quite nice. Very pleased with that. All right, so let's just do 4 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. And then got the half, and then the 6. There's lots. All right, let's grab, sorry, apologize. Let's grab some, the prezzies. I like the prezzies. Prezzies are fun. The bright bows and cute little wrapping papers with the black background just makes it all pop up so pretty like. This one right here, Miss Becky. Pop. Oh yeah, there you go, Bear Creek Company. Lots of free patterns, but I'm doing this one right here, but in Christmas fabrics. It's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's gonna be so cutesy pie. You're gonna wonder why you didn't do it with me. When we could be sewing along and singing around the Christmas tree. Do, 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 do. All right, so we're gonna cut a couple blocks here, and then we're gonna sew at least a row or two together. Dum, dum, dum. Bye, Grace. Happy Sunday. Da, na, 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 na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we go there, maybe I should do another blue and another black. We have some choices to choose from. Okay. This other beautiful ribbon fabric. Been dying to use this too. Came in actually a couple of shades of green and cream and this black. So, and I just love how all the ribbons just stand out against the black. I took over part of the house, so you know, much to Pop's chagrin, you know, we have no living room, we have no dining room. It is the quilt shop, and that's the way it is. It's been that way for 3 years now, just over 3 years now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Things you sacrifice when you're trying to build a business, right? So that is it. Okay, so let's grab some, I think I need some 4s out of those, maybe. Yes, exactly, part of this kitchen store scrap, so yes, unfortunately, that is the way it is. Okay, Jose. Oh, let's do the blue sleds. I like the blue sleds. Blue sleds are pretty. All right, so do a couple of these, and then we'll put a couple of rows together. That should give us enough to get started anyways. We would love a separate building, but it's just not in the cards at the moment. You know, they want too much money to build one, and if we build it, it's going to have to be ourselves. And you know, it's not like we're not trying to. You know, we both have full-time jobs. Mine is the shop, and I also have a part-time job. And you know, it's a lot of work, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Let's do a couple of 4s and a couple of 2.5s. I'm sure you could always find a use for these leftover bits, that's for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. Okay, all right. It's caused some trouble. Should be able to do some with that stuff, I think so. Some blues, a couple of blacks, a couple of reds. Where's greens? Did I cut the greens? Oh, I'm like, did I not cut the greens? Would just be my luck, you know that. Sorry. Oh, Mr. Magoo, are you napping on my pedal? All right, now to build this out, we need a square and then a red piece, right? What I'm using as red. Oh, it's upside down. Don't be silly. All right, so there we go, and there we go. And then I'm going to add another little square of the white, which I'm representing as the birds and of course the little mices or mices. Okay, so I'm going to add that one on here, but making sure it's lining it up directionally. So when stretched out, the row, they're all laying the same way. Okay, now we're going to use a green piece. So let's use the moosers and the beaver and the squirrel. And then we will use a black piece. which is going to be the prezzies. Let's use the prezzies. Oh, after our white piece, so let's use our other piece right over here. I'm trying to use them all in each row. Of course, he's directional, so we might make sure our cardinal's in the right way. Okay. And then we'll add this piece. And it's not really directional that I can see. It's all over the place, so it doesn't really matter. But you would want to make sure all your directional fabric was the same way. Just that little extra touch, right? Okay, so there's a little bit going on right there. Okay, hope you can see that. Then we add another square. So because I used this one, and this one, I want to go back and use the mouse. So we can alternate as we're going around, right? And the mouses are just any which way but loose, so let's put those on. Doesn't matter. Okay. And now we're going to use a blue piece. We'll use the snowman's. Okay. And then again, he would call for the birdies and the trees, making sure that's directionally lined up. Okay. You do, Vicki? Did you send them to me? Some of these I inherited, and some I've just, you know, had down from the time of, I have no idea when I got them. All right, so that's the red, the green, the black, the blue, and then I want to go back to the red and the green one more time, choosing the other reds and the other green. Okay, so I'm going to choose my snowman, making sure my snowman is the right way. I had lots of Christmas fabric. That's why I thought, you know what, we really need to do a couple of quilts for Christmas, so let's dedicate like at least 3. So, and that's what, this is the 3rd one we've worked on so far. All right, now the Cardinal. Like I said, he's directional, so we want to make sure he's going in the right direction. Line that up there. And I'm just going to build each row as I go, adding an extra square strip, then a square to each row, because I want to make mine a little bit bigger, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go back to the red, and then it was back to the green, and the green was the stocking with the little bears. I mean the little bears, little doggies. They could be bears. Bye, Barbara. Have yourself a great day. There, and then to tie off the last square is with a cardinal. Okay. All right, so there's strip 1. Okay. So it was red, green, black, blue, red, green, and then the other one will go black, red, or black, blue, green, blah, 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 as it's working its way down the line. Hello, Peggy from Australia. Happy you're here. Good morning, good morning. How's your cup of coffee? Good morning to you. Okay, now the next row would be the blue and a square, which we can make it the birds, little birds and chirpies. And that's the sled. And the sled's all over the place, so it doesn't matter about the sled fabric, the blue sled fabric. I think I got that right. I hope so. And then we're going to use a red piece, which would be the opposite of what we had at the first spot. So we'll use the these are the snowmans. Okay. And then we need the Cardinal fabric. Line that up right underneath. And of course it is directional, so we want to make sure the birds are going the right way. Hello, Niku. Happy you're here. Peggy from the future. Sassalette's from the future. Margaret's from the future. Da, da, da. All right, now the next piece would be a green piece. So let's do the, we don't want that one. We want the little doggies. Okay. Alright, so that one. Now back to the little mousers. Because I want to make sure I cut extra, because I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather have too much than too little. Oops, happy foot on the pedal. Come on, line that up. So that's going to go that way, that one. So the next one will be black. So I need the ribbon. And you're just building it down on an angle. It's just kind of giving it that almost Bargello look, but it's not. You know, it's not a Bargello, obviously, but, you know, it does kind of give it that little marbled sort of, you know, movement. I think it's beautiful. All right, so now back to the birds and the trees. I'm lining those up, making sure they're going the right way. Okay, and then it'd be the blue, so I need my other blue, which would be down here. And then it's back to red. We need our Cardinal fabric. Yes, we do. Yep. Making sure the birds are in the right way. And then grab our red. And then our little mousy fabric. And then green. Yes. Okay, which would be the little beavers and squirrel and moose. The Canadian ones, of course. It's got little Canadian mitts on them. I hear you. I hear you, Gayla. I am, oops, well, he's kind of everywhere, but he does look a little upside down. Actually, I think, now that you say that, the little moose there, he looks a little upside down. So now I'm going to pick him out. And turn him the other way. Even though it'll look like the squirrel sideways, but I'd rather have the squirrel sideways than the moose upside down. Even though it's not directional fabric, but that right there just seemed to be somewhat directional. So we'll just pick that out and do a little flipperoni and sew it back on. And then we'll sew these two rows together. And then we get an idea what we're going to be working on for the next little bit. And hopefully you guys get some fabric cut for next weekend and we can work on it together. I'd love to see what you guys are working on. Join the Mafia group, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop Mafia, via the Facebook page. You just have to answer 3 very simple questions, and you get to come and hang out with the rest of us cool kids. Okay, all right, so there's my 2 rows. They're gonna go this way and that way, and we're gonna put them together, and then we'll do a little press, okay? Hopefully, I should end up the same at the bottom. And some of these seams actually do match up if you're just kind of going along, so be sure to line them up. It's like the bottom of one before the square of the other sort of thing, the bottom long piece. So do that for sure. It's a visual compliment. Oh yeah, it goes right to the end. Woohoo, look at me go. Look at me go, Batman, look at me go. All right, so there we go. There's our one little row. And this measures, this is without borders, and I have added an extra strip, so it would be, what do we got? 20, about 50. I'd be 50 inches this way, vertical. Okay. Turn it around here. Ow. Poked in the belly. I figured his mustache a lot, especially when you said you know you were part of the spy for the Australian FBI. I didn't believe it for a minute. Do. All right, now let's give this a little press, and you can see the start to our next quilt. Graceful Cascade by Maywood Studios, also as BearCreekQuiltingCompany.com. Okay, there we go. And we're just going to work our way from this way, that way, and use some greens and some whites and some reds and some blues and some blacks. And make ourselves a pretty neat scrappy quilt. Very jelly roll friendly. If you've got a jelly roll as a gift and didn't know what to do with it, now's your chance. Go get a nice complementary fabric for these squares right here, or just mix them up like I did. I picked 3 like white prominent style backgrounds for the colors and went with that. So there we go. That's our start. I think it's pretty cool. There we go, everybody. So hopefully you can check out the pattern, and thank you very much for joining us on our scrappy adventure for 2018. This will be the last quilt for this year, and can't wait for you guys to join us for all the fun adventure that we have next year. So thanks very much. Thanks to everybody for the happy birthday wish. Happy birthday for me for tomorrow. And thank you. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and thanks for joining us today. Bye, everybody. Take care. Free pattern. Bear Creek Quilt Company.